Oh, oh, oh. There goes the notifications. Okay, share. Uh. It's Chelsea. It's Skip. Oh, and today, guys, I don't have my other laptop to the right of me, so I'm gonna be using my phone to be able to read the messages and everything. Damn it! What's his name? Hold on. Fucking Chelsea First Moon is here. She's Chelsea something else. Hold on 1 second, guys. I follow him on Twitter. Oh, MS. That's right. Oh, come on. Thank you. Xylie's #1 fan. Yay. Wait, what did Chelsea put up there? Hey, organic. I don't trust Chelsea. What did Chelsea say? I'll take that. I'll take that spoon away. FYI, I ain't scared of Chelsea. Block me. Block me. No, please don't. I think I would cry if you blocked me. What did Chelsea say? I'll give you 10 extra cool points if you tell me what she said. Hmm. Alright, one more Discord to put it in, and then I'm done. Wait, where in the hell do I put it in the Discord? Lord have mercy, I've been in here way too long. Alright. Block! Okay, so how does the sound... Do we sound better tonight? Am I sounding like I'm talking in slow-mo? Is my mic clicking? Let me know now. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn my mic down a little bit. How's it sounding, everybody? So much better. Okay, thank you. I think it was YouTube that was doing it to me because I have this little thing here that if I click it, it shows me like the stream quality is good. It was showing me that the whole entire time. I think it was YouTube that was messing with me, to be honest. So I'm busy cleaning up before I leave for my trip this weekend, but I'm listening. Oh yeah, no problem, Amanda. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm going. Matter of fact, I think you and I are going about. Well, not about the same. We're going to the same state, I believe. Next week, just to let y'all know, the Monday show will go on, and it'll probably be my last one on the Cryaotic case. Until something else pops up about it. But next Thursday, like as in next week, there will not be a live, and there will not be a live that following Monday because I will be in Michigan. But if I have everything packed up and cleaned up, I might give y'all an extra live next week on Tuesday because I leave Wednesday for Michigan. So just to give y'all an FYI on that one. And Skip is ready for the 90s trivia on Thursday, and her and Candace think that they're going to be able to cheat. Don't trust them. Amanda, you couldn't wait just 1 week. Y'all better leave Amanda alone. She's trying to clean. She's only listening. Yeah, I will say this. Y'all might see something. Well, you'll definitely see videos on Twitter with me in Michigan, but there might be a special guest. A special guest we all know and love. If you're not blocked by her. Just saying. Noodles! Hell yeah. I'm telling you, we gotta make a cake for Noodles so he can do that walk. I have a feeling Noodles has a very strong walk like that other cat. Noodles is amazing. Alright, now let's see. Oh, you know what? I have top chat going, not live chat. Oh my god. I hope I didn't miss anybody saying anything. Watch, I'm gonna get 0 trivia questions. No, you're gonna get some right. But I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I'm gonna go hard when it comes to the rap. Okay, y'all gonna have to know your rap, or you're gonna have to be able to Google pretty quickly. Because I feel like half of y'all gonna cheat and Google. But tomorrow night, I'm spending the night making questions for the trivia night. Alright, we got, what, 5 people in here? Well, it's technically 6, but I'm one of them, so I don't count. Alright, so, I don't know, let's get started. Used elixir. Hey, Xylee, you're a little quiet. Okay, hold on. How about now? You keep changing your name, dude. That looks like Big Drew. Is that Big Drew? Tracy Wong, hello! Alright, how's it sound? Does it sound better? I turned it up a little bit. Now that I got live chat on. Dude, if I missed anybody's, like, hey, how are you, or anything like that, I'm sorry. I had top chat on, not live chat. So I apologize for that. Skip is bae. Skip is bae. Oh, and did y'all see that we got up to 80 followers on this channel? What? I'm actually kind of excited. I'm like, wow. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I mean, this is an off night, so I didn't expect, double digits in here tonight, to be honest with you. It's better, but you're supposed to be kind of in the yellow. Well, I notice when I'm in the yellow, that's when I start crackling and shit. I mean, here's me at 100. How's that sound? How's it sound at 100? Baby. Because I'm a loud-ass person, dude. I can get to red real quick. See? I went to red there. Let me know so I can get started. Like, hey, chit-chat, hey. Okay, awesome. Awesome. As long as I don't sound like I'm trying to talk in slow-mo when I'm talking regular. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was my throat, because my throat was messing with me that night, or if it was YouTube screwing me up. All I know is I was good on Streamlabs then. And you don't hear any crackling. Yes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, so we're going to get into the second part of this Cryaotic story. Last week we covered the Cryaotic bullshit apology, what he said about that bullshit apology, and we covered one of the teammates of the late night crew. We're going to cover the other two guys in the late night crew, and I'm going to tell you now, Russ Money's story, I'm going to tell you honestly, I kind of teared up about it. There is a video out of one of his lives, and it's just a blank screen, and you hear him talking about it, and it hurt him a lot. So we're going to get into that. Ugh, this stupid phone. I hate technology. Alright. What y'all saying? It sounds good for me, real. The crackling could have been from your mic placement. Yeah, possibility. Actually, I need to put it like right there and not lean into it. Alright, so hopefully this will work out. Alright, so this is what I want to show y'all first. Now, remember how I told y'all that nobody knows what he looks like? This is a perfect example. This is at TwitchCon 2016, and the late night crew has a panel on there. Well, if you look, there's three of them. There's Scott Junn, there's Russ Money, and there's Snake. Right here, that's Cryaotic.
We good? Are we good?
He doesn't even show his
Holy
face at
hell.
TwitchCons.
You guys were here like in the past 20 minutes. So much frantic setting things up and general.
Oh, thank you, May May. What's up? All right.
In the true spirit of
The true spirit of train wrecking. Oh my god. But they pulled it together, so seriously, thank you guys so much. That was good. Welcome, guys, to Late Night with Cryaotic Russ, round 2. Thank you for joining us. This is your second time here. Welcome back. If you're watching at home, thanks, guys, for supporting us and all that good stuff. If it's your first time here, then we'll quickly go over, who we are and why Twitch keeps giving us panels for some reason.
For some reason.
So, real quick, let's start with introductions, and we'll start with the aforementioned Cryaotic. Wait, Cry, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, good. There we go. All right, we'll start with the disembodied voice represented by this. Wait, okay, no, that works. Cry, say hi.
I'm mad EE isn't here. I was expecting him to be here as my body double. I'm kind of mad right now.
Why are you so quiet, bro?
I'm really quiet right now?
Yeah, you're a little quiet. I'll fix
This is
it.
the worst day of my life.
I'll fix it.
But you see how he was? He didn't even show his face. He didn't even show his face. Oh, damn. I didn't even show y'all. Okay, let's try that again. Hold on. Because I'm at a spot where it doesn't matter.
Say something again.
Hello.
That's still not good.
Okay, this is terrible.
There we go. You're good. All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so like I was telling y'all before, and I didn't show you because, I'm an idiot. I just want to make sure. All right, so that's Scott Junn. That's the guy we talked about last week. Cryaotic is this little, I don't know, doll right here with a mic. Because he didn't even show up for TwitchCons. He was always like an enigma. I think that's one of his things that nobody knew what he looked like. I saw a comment on Twitter that somebody said the first picture anybody's ever going to see a Cryaotic is going to be a when you get caught by the cops and you got to take those pictures. Right here is Russ Money, and that's Snake. This is the late night crew. And these two guys right here are who we're going to talk about tonight.
Russ, you're up.
Hello, I'm Russ Money, international superstar and secret agent. Thank you. Thank you. Will you even introduce Craig?
Hey, all right. Snake.
Howdy, folks.
Yes. And I will say this, everybody that I talked to that used to watch the Late Night Crew, they love Snake. Yeah, Mugshot, that's it. They love Snake. Snake was like one of the favorites of the Late Night Crew from what I've seen and what I've heard, you know, talking to people who actually used to watch that stream. They love them some Snake. Oh, Irish Badass is in here. What is up, Irish? Thank you for coming. No, they're not, but they're giving you their side of the story. Because remember, Cry was trying to set them up that they knew what was going on. Remember, he was trying to set up his teammates. Or his late night crewmates, or whatever you want to say. The guys who used to stream with them, they would start their stream like 11 o'clock at night, and they would go for hours. Hours and hours. And they would come up with some, I mean, from what I heard, it was a really good and fun stream. So, we're going to do their stories, and then, yeah. Oh, well, I appreciate you being here, Irish. Thank you. Okay, no problem, Skip. Thank you. Anything else? Cryaotic is a Twitch streamer who admitted to grooming and messing with young fans. Yes, May May. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, about that. That was my bad. I thought I had switched the scene. I'm still getting used to the Streamlabs, okay? So I'm not a complete noob. Well, sort of. I'm kind of a noob. So, alright. So, we're going to start with Snake first. Snake here said, I received a DM regarding this was on the 23rd of June. Now, remember, he made that video. Cry made that video on the 20th of June. I received a DM regarding a question that I saw a lot of yesterday, but couldn't properly convey my full answer due to the nature of the conversation yesterday, and the fact that some of it is still a little tough for me to voice. I've been authorized to share my response for context. It said, hey Snake, I don't know if you answered DMs, but I wanted to ask you about the crew's relationship with Cry. In your stream, you said you only ever really talk on the late night streams and kept it very professional. So did the rest of the crew for the most part? But why was that? I always wondered why you guys didn't make more of an effort to be closer friends or even friends at all, seeing as it sounds like you didn't really consider Cry a friend. It was addressed by Cry himself in a previous streams, yet no one ever tried to make the change to get closer. Why though? I guess basically, was the friendship between you guys really that fake? And you guys really never bothered changing that? And this was his answer to that. I can only really speak for myself here. For me, it was a combination of factors. I wasn't officially a member of the crew until 2014, after Red's departure. Outside of the person that brought me into the streams in the first place, Scott Jund. That's who we talked about last week. I wasn't terribly involved with any of them. I showed up once a week to play games with a bunch of fun people, and that was enough for me. I had to have a completely separate group of friends that I'd known for years prior to meeting the crew, and I've always made a point to keep that separate from the sake of boundaries. On top of that, I had, well, a life. I was taking my time through college for a good chunk of the early 2010s, all the way to, and that consumed most of my time in general, let alone online. On top of that, from the back end of 2012 all the way to the end of 2013, I was in an extremely emotionally abusive online relationship. The person that I was with demanded a great deal of my time and energy, and she did everything in her power to keep me from spending time with anyone else but her up until I ended the relationship. From there, From the middle of 2014 to the beginning of 2018, I was in another relationship with someone that, though through me, tangentially got to know the members of the crew, and as far as I'm aware, had varying degrees of negative feelings for almost everyone involved. As such, any time spent with the members outside the official work setting caused extremely high friction between the two of us, as well as between myself and other members of the crew. And frankly, I'd already been conditioned to be apprehensive spending the time elsewhere via prior relationship over the course of the 3.5-year relationship from 2014 to 2018. I remember spending time with the members outside of the work streams exactly 3 times. And the 3 times he's probably talking about is the Twitch cons, because that was in 16, 17, yeah, so 16, 17, 18 maybe, so that might have been the Twitch cons they were on. The final factor is that multiple instances, ooh, I can't speak today, tension and drama that has swirled around us behind the scenes for years. Even if the other factors weren't applicable, ooh, big word, distancing myself from everyone to avoid the kind of conflict is something I still would have done, and that alone had made me consider more than once removing myself from the group entirely. I instead opted to keep everyone at arm's length because despite appearances and assumptions, it really doesn't take much effort to have a good time in a group setting playing video games once a week. And it doesn't require the kind of closeness that everybody thinks it does. So basically, these guys weren't friends. They weren't friends. You know, and that right there, from what I heard, like the person who told me about this story originally, they couldn't believe it because of how they were on stream. You know, now from what I heard, Cry did complain about, I believe he complained about Russ. It was either Russ or Scott. But yeah. So, they weren't even friends. God, why does it keep going to top chat? I don't want top chat. I want live chat. Thank you. Okay. So, on the... You know what? I'm going to get rid of that so I don't actually hit it. On the 25th, he said, I won't be able to parse through much else tonight, but I've been contacted by someone that has some experience with the legality of everything that's happened. They want to help. If any of the affected wish to be put in contact with them, please send me a DM and I'll do that. So this is basically Snake getting higher ups involved. Whether it be police, maybe a lawyer. I don't know much about these other guys at all. Yeah, and that's why we're going to go through it. It's pretty much going to tell you, like, their side of what happened because, if you remember last week, we were talking about how Cry was trying to set up that the other guys knew. He was basically going to try to take them down with him. So... All right. Here he says, so this doesn't get lost in conversation. And he put this up on the 24th. This is the guys talking back and forth. Hey, I'm getting reports that you're saying that we all knew about Ocean. Ocean is one of the survivors. And I'm trying to figure out why you think I knew. Cheyenne, the girlfriend, told us about the cheating and who it was, but at no point there was age mentioned doing that, and I barely knew who Ocean was, let alone that they were a minor. Is that why you thought that? Because Cheyenne told us? Now this right here was talked about June 23rd. This was after they confronted Cry about everything. Zigzy says, yeah, but Ocean was a minor? I was told it was all above board, but just creepy. I've not said this anywhere, by the way. I've not mentioned names at all, so I don't know who is telling you that. Ocean herself assured me it was all legal. Sue, it's possible depending on whatever state they lived in at the time, but you're still considered a minor here in the States until you hit 18 regardless. It's a glaring red flag for that kind of behavior, and I wish I saw it. The thing that people are latching onto now is your tweet thread about it, I think. ZZ said, I only found out this morning the scale of it. Yeah, I'll delete it now. This is a legal thing. Fuck, how did we not see this? How in the F, that sack of shit? They were completely thrown off guard about all this. That's why they're showing their private conversations that they've had with people. Because apparently Snake is, I want to say Snake is Sue. Or maybe even Ziggy. I absolutely hate my phone, by the way. He was lying about them knowing that is terrible on top of terrible. That can cost careers. Exactly, May. And that's the whole point of why they're putting out their conversations. He said it here on the 24th. On June 24th. The following conversation occurred yesterday morning, minutes before I saw these logs myself. So he wasn't part of the conversation, but this is what Sue and Ziggy were talking about. Wait a minute. We knew something was going on, but they were a minor? What? That's Cry not telling everybody everything. It's disgusting. All right. So, this is going to be his twit longer. I don't think his twit longer is actually very long. But this is Snake saying going forward. So let's click the twit longer. Yeah, his isn't long at all. He says, going forward, the past 6 days I have been in a nightmare. Through all the screaming and blaming and arguing on social media, all of it. One string has been plucking consistently in the midst of all the noise. At the end of the day, this happened on my watch. There's no getting around that. Any content creator, artist, and streamer, especially that comes into direct contact with their audience, has a responsibility to their respective communities to keep them safe and to keep each other safe. The hard truth of it is that not every sign can be seen, and not everyone is as they appear. That means, at least to me, that it's on us to separate the proverbial wheat from the chaff. The questions that I've been whacking my brain for days now are, how did we even begin to do that? What does it even look like in the practical sense? How can we make things better? How can we be better? The news cycle surrounding the gaming industry as a whole has been swirling with account after account of abuse and predation. So my initial thought was that the industry, the system, is rotten, and it probably is. He's not wrong. I'll explain what he just said, and as soon as I finish this paragraph. The more I think about it, though, the more it becomes apparent that systems are thought up, comprised of, and maintained by people. The only way that I can see right here and now to effectively change the larger scale is to directly address the smaller. So what does that look like? All right, when he's talking about here the industry of account after account after account, that was during the time, basically around this time, around June, towards the end of June, like June 20th, probably around the same time he put out his video. You had a bunch of people, basically Me Too hit gaming, finally. The Me Too movement hit gaming. And it needed to be there. And we're talking dozens of streamers were called out for, I'm not monetized. Sexual assault. One of them was the R word. There was one Twitch streamer, a pretty big streamer, that he got called out for multiple accounts, meaning multiple women. Couple of them were rape. You had basically a bunch of people who didn't know how to keep their hands off others. And there was actually, I want to say a couple of female streamers, but there was one female streamer that she was actually grooming a kid too. She got busted. So it just, the Me Too movement, it started out with one girl and she told her story about what happened and the floodgates opened. It was around the same time as this. And it just went wild. The gaming community needs more house cleaning for sure. Rocco just came back today with no notifications on during stream. That whole Rocco situation, I am not happy about that whole Rocco situation. And I'm trying to see what happens. Now, I don't know. I like Rocco. I like the person who plays Rocco. They're good people. And what's happening over there with Rocco, I am completely disgusted. Yep, I heard about that female. Yeah, exactly, American Princess. Alright. So let's go on to the next paragraph. Normalize check-ins. Ask questions directly. Make sure people feel safe, especially if your demographic is typically at risk if they don't. If your demographic is especially young kids that stay up on a Saturday night and watch you, yeah. Be ready to address issues and people. Not everyone is equipped either professionally or even mentally to handle the kinds of topics that may spring up. Generally, creators aren't trained therapists. That doesn't mean that there isn't anything you can do. At minimum, compile a list of resources that people can use to get assistance they need. And don't be afraid to regulate your own community. The last part of that sentence, and don't be afraid to regulate your community. Amen, 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 amen. Don't be afraid. It is your community. It is up to you. And this goes for Twitch or YouTube or anyone. It is up to you to what kind of viewers and what kind. It's up to you to build your community. And if you build your community a certain way, don't get mad when people get mad at your viewers for going out and acting a fool. It's like the commentary boys. They don't understand why, yes, they can't stop their viewers for doing what they do, but they have some toxic ass viewers. Well, I wonder why. Do you all hear the crap that comes out of your mouth? Do you see the crap that you put on Twitter? I mean, birds of a feather flock together. I'm just saying. Normalize sharing direct, concise, and clear information. Make no assumptions. This can be done with still protecting the identity and integrity of the victims. Be respectful, but be thorough. Recognize bias, solidarity among friends, colleagues, associates, co-workers, etc. Should only go for so far, and each relationship between individuals is unique. The side of someone that you've seen may not be and probably isn't the same side that someone else has seen. Be mindful of that and ready to ask those people the hard questions. If you feel like you can't, find someone who can. Take accusations seriously. Take accusations seriously. Take accusations seriously. This is different than taking them at face value. Again, be thorough. Take accusations seriously. Going forward, I intend to do all of these things myself, and I urge anyone in this industry and beyond to apply it to all of their social circles. We are the only ones who can make the kind of changes we need to see. This has been a nightmare for everyone involved, and it's one that I personally will never like to have again. Regarding Cryaotic, I'm currently in the process of compiling an official list of accounts from any and all parties that wish to be involved, either fully or anonymously, to pass on here to companies behind the platforms he has access to. Oh, good. In hopes that it will aid in them being able to make a definitive decision about his continued presence on them. It'll be a process, so please give me a bit of time to make happen and contact all the necessary parties. So that means he's going to Twitch. And that's good. That's good. But you know, Cryaotic has already said that he's done these things. He's already pretty much admitted to the grooming, although he says that no sexual contact happened with anyone until they reached 18. Oh, but it was okay for you to talk to a 15, 16, 17-year-old that, right? As a middle 20 guy, right? Being in your mid-20s, it's okay for you to talk to them like that. You didn't have sex till they were 18. Really, dude? Really? Meme says, it's scary to come out alone and make your statement when you don't know how others will feel. And you know, I want to be honest. The first survivor who came out about Cryaotic, they came out when, I don't know if they were one of the first ones, but they definitely came out in the time when all those people were coming out on all these different streamers and stuff all those different streamers and stuff like that. And that might have gave them the courage. Because all it took was one girl to say something, or one woman to say something, and before you know it, I mean, my streaming Twitter was blowing up. And all it took was one girl. And then a second. And then a third. And then a fourth. And before you know it, we're on 20-something. 20-something. 30-something. And it ended up becoming dozens. And they saw how people reacted to the first girl and how mostly everyone was supportive in their decision in saying something. And they got the courage because they knew people were going to be there for them. He's gross and he needs to be deplatformed. Absolutely, Meme. This fool, like I said, like I showed y'all last week, he still has a Twitch. He can actually go in there right now and start streaming. You mean tell me 15-year-olds aren't in there watching him? He has over 700K people following him. God only knows how many subs he has. You mean tell me 15-year-olds aren't part of that? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. To me, reading that twit longer from Snake, I think Snake, to me it sounds like he feels bad that all this happened, like he said, on his watch. And I'm going to be honest, I probably would feel the same way. Me personally, if that was me, I'd be like, why didn't I see that? Why didn't I see that? Because if I would have picked up on that, I would have stopped it. I would have stopped it, period. I would have stopped it. You know, I feel bad for him. The next one is Russ Money, though. I'm going to admit, when I heard his stream, and so we just read up on Snake. This is Russ Money. Russ Money has a stream where somebody actually took his stream, and it says Russ Money explains his relationship with Cry. I'm gonna be very honest with you on this one. I cried hearing him talk about it. Because you can hear the emotion in his voice. Oh my God. I felt so bad for Russ Money. Hey, cats, meow. Adele, I don't know if I said hi to you, but if I didn't, hey Adele, how are you, baby? But yeah, it's, Russ Money is actually, yeah. So, let's get into Russ Money and let's see what's going on with him. Alright, so on the 23rd, he wrote, when Cheyenne and Cry started dating, I was initially surprised. I hadn't heard of Cheyenne for a long... Okay, that goes just way longer. Okay. His isn't too long either. Okay. When Cheyenne and Cry started dating, I was initially surprised I hadn't heard of Cheyenne for a long while. nor did I know that Cry had feelings for her. It was about that time Cry and I began to drift. He spent more time with his girlfriend and didn't invite me to hang out. One day, things were tumultuous, and I simply learned from Cry and Cheyenne that Cry had cheated. No other details were given to me at the time. During late night stream, that's what Ellen, when they say Ellen, that's what they mean. We were playing a game with randoms. One of the randoms was a girl Cry had cheated with during a break or after stream. Cheyenne explained that who that person was. The person Cry cheated with and told us that she would never be allowed to play games with us. We agreed and moved forward. At one point during the heyday of late night, Red confessed to me that she had cheated on me with her boss at her job. Now, we're talking about Russ Money and his girlfriend. All right. And believe me, it ties into Cry. She had cheated on me with her boss at the job. After I asked, in that same conversation, I asked her if her and Cry had ever messed around, and was told that it was only friendly flirting. Against my better judgment, due to desperation, I forgave Red and tried to move on. I didn't confront Cry on this, and I tried to put my jealous tendencies behind me. However, I certainly distanced myself from Cry. I did not trust him anymore. I don't know for sure that Red had cheated on me with Cry. I had strong suspicions, and I simply took my ex's explanation as fact. But it always bothered me. Flirting, for me, comes with intentions. During a conversation with a friend in 2018-2019, I was shown evidence of Cry and Red's infidelity. It was not just flirting, it was sexually charged, going so far as commission with an artist with the LN community to draw them having sex together. This happened while Cry was in a relationship with Cheyenne and while Red was still with me. After Red and I had broken up in 2014, I met and began to talk to Angel a few months later. I was infuriated to say the least with Angel. I was infatuated to say the least with Angel. We loved each other's company and made each other laugh. Would tell each other every day good morning, good night with the little heart emojis. We would flirt and be sexual with one another on DMs and over the phone. In my admittance, I was nowhere near emotionally ready to try to have another romantic relationship. Living with untreated depression, PTSD, and residing in a horrible, hopeless environment, I treated Angel badly, becoming upset whenever my suggestions of a real romantic relationship were denied. At one point, Angel and I's relationship noticed she was hanging out with Cry more often. Cry was definitely aware of my feelings for Angel, even using her presence to try to get me to stream with him once. Having my suspicion of Cry's inability to respect a boundary with Red, I feared he wouldn't respect my crush on Angel. It hurt me a lot to see them stream together, play games offline, hearing that they would have movie nights and not in the least invite me to participate. Eventually, I had had enough and confronted them both. Both of them claimed it was only a friendship. I explained to Cry that Red told me they had flirted in the past and that it pissed me off. He perpetuated the lie and apologized for the flirting but gave me no other details. I felt foolish that I let my jealousy get the better of me. I told Angel that I couldn't just be friends with her. My heart wouldn't allow it. She told me it was unfair that she was losing a friend, but I knew that the cycle of me falling in love with her and being denied would continue ad nauseum. Months passed and I began another romantic relationship. I met up with that person at TwitchCon hours before I was about to catch my plane home. Angel had begun texting me and began talking about participating, patching things up. During these texts, Angel admitted that she did have feelings for me and was struggling with her own depression about it. And at this time, and unbeknownst to me, Cry and Angel were dating behind the scenes. Upon breaking up with my romantic partner at the time, I spoke with Angel and confided my issues and problems with that relationship. I later came to find that she was more or less using my pain as gossip with a Discord server full of her friends. At this point, I blocked Angel from all forms of contact and had not spoken to her again. It wasn't until Saturday that I learned the severity of it all. The fact that Cry and the initial cheating was with a minor, as well as with Red at the same time. I learned from the past 2-ish years recently that Angel and Cry were dating, and I am and always be shattered from Cry's lies, manipulations. Late night was bad, but now it is completely tainted for me. Learning about the victims will always be the hardest part. The fact that this person I once called friend and partner turning out to be a vile, disgusting monster. A person who cared about nothing but his own pleasure. A person who scarred and traumatized impressionable children. And it was in my watch. I'm sorry I didn't notice this sooner. None of the people involved, underaged, other women or myself, deserve to be treated this way. Fuck you, Cry. I hate you for what you've done. So, yeah. So, Cry. Poor Russ. Russ' first girlfriend, Red, cheated on him with Cry, while he was also Cry was cheating on his girlfriend with an underage girl. So he was basically cheating on Cheyenne with not only the underage person, but Russ's girlfriend too. See, and that's May. That's the strangest thing. I cannot find a picture of Cryaotic. Nobody has put a picture of Cryaotic out. I do not know what Cryaotic looked like. Nobody does. Like I said, going back to that one person there, I saw under one of the comments, the first picture we're ever going to see of Cry is going to be a mugshot. May said, for all these people dated Cry, but we don't know what he looks like. His photo was never out, and exactly that sucks to have your friends sleep on your part. Well, it wasn't even the second one too. He knew Russ liked that girl and was going in the direction of having a relationship. And Cry scooped her up. And then she tried to come back in his life for lulz and emotionally abuse him. And Cry had been dating her for years. And he didn't know. It's crazy. No, he's not going to get away from this. No. I don't think he's going to get away at all. I really don't, because let me tell you something. From what I heard, these guys told him, look, you better say something about this. And you saw Snake. Snake said that he's getting people involved. Getting people involved who can do something about this. And I believe Snake. I believe he did. Just by the way he typed that tweet longer, I 100% believe it. Because they need to get involved. He needs to be deplatformed. An investigation needs to be had. And if he had sexual relations with a minor, he needs to be gone. Like, put away. Like, in jail. In jail. Hope he gets COVID. Just saying. This is ridiculous. Alright, so Russ put out another statement. here, and it says goodbye for now. Which, in all honesty, he's back now. He had to quit streaming for like a week because his AC broke and he was waiting on his delivery, and he literally did like a different part series and different chapter of a series of when his AC was coming. It was actually kind of funny. I like Russ Money. Russ Money's funny. He's funny on his Twitter. I'll give him that. All right, so goodbye for now. First and foremost, the support people have shown through the messages or otherwise have been very overwhelming by the sheer volume of people coming to me and emotionally. There is no way I can thank each and every one of you, so thank you, everyone. The entire situation has been extremely harrowing for me. To say it has been detrimental to my mental and physical health would be an understatement. I have not been able to sleep, eat, shower, or generally take care of myself, and I'm beginning to recognize that. With that said, I'm simply writing this to inform all of you I will be disconnecting. I need to heal like so many of you need to as well. I don't want my friends and others to feel as if I'm abandoning you. I am simply looking out for myself, and I will return eventually. I will keep in contact with my closer internet friends and uphold my obligations elsewhere. The Acronyms D&D campaign, and as I spoke on stream, I have someone close to me in my life, and they have been my cornerstone, and I thank them every day being there for me. For parting words, stay safe and look out for yourself. Be skeptical of who you watch and keep those people accountable for their words and actions. And I advise those who are feeling like myself to do the same. Take a break and rest. It will be okay as much as I can be. I am not in any danger for myself, and I only want to say that because I know many people are worried for me. Thank you once again for all the support. Goodbye for now. I'll see you guys again soon. But Russ Money, he's back now. So I think he's streaming again. Yeah, he's streaming again. He had a whole, bless his heart, his 8, yeah, see? So, he needed a little break. Which I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. I mean, at one point, I think Cry was only really friends with Russ at one point. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Cry got big-headed with the success of this stream. I really do. I think Cry got big-headed. And with all the attention that he was getting from people in general, and the attention of his fans, I think it went to his head, and I truly believe he thought maybe he was untouchable. He had to have. I mean, even if you weren't friends with Russ anymore, to really cheat, to have his girlfriend cheat on you with him, I mean, you know what I mean. You literally did that with Russ's girlfriend. And then you literally did that on someone that Russ was talking to. Like, we call it talking to. He was talking to that girl, and he literally did that to Russ. I couldn't believe it. So many gamers, etc., get a big head and think rules don't apply. Say that again, May, louder. So many gamers, etc., get a big head and think rules don't apply to them. Let me tell you. That's why... Oh my god, I got a piece of coconut stuck in the straw. Okay. That's why I am so thankful that Me Too finally hit gaming. I am so thankful. Because honestly, shit like this has been going on for years. Shit like this has been going on for years. Seriously. You know? I mean, look at, people talk about, like, Hollywood and child predators and stuff like that in Hollywood. There's a bunch of child predators in gaming, too. I'm going to be honest. What was it, a few years ago? Like, a bunch of Minecraft, YouTubers got busted or something. Not a bunch, but there was more than one like Minecraft YouTuber that was busted. And those are little kids watching those shows. We see that across YouTube and so many platforms. Absolutely. Absolutely. So what do y'all think? What do y'all think about that? Anybody else that's still here? Oh my god. Why does it automatically go to Top Chat? Like, why would I want to watch Top Chat? Yes, May, you're absolutely right. Anywhere where there's children. Abso-freaking-lutely. That's why it's so important. Well, in all honesty, I don't even know if a parent could have even stopped this. I mean, in the sense of knowing that Cry was like that. You know? Because he was getting it down in the DMs. You know, it's sad. And next week I'm going to be talking about the victims that I've seen. Yeah, it is quiet tonight. It's all good, though. It is all good. It's not a normal night. I didn't stream last night because I came home and after being in the heat all day, I came home and I felt like a dump truck hit me. It was horrible. So, alright guys, well, remember, I'm going to make this a short live, but remember that Thursday night we're having 90s trivia, and we already know that Skip and Candace are going to try to cheat on that, so we have to stop them from being able to cheat. We can't have that happen. Yeah, I am feeling better. I mean, the heat is still knocking me out, but I feel a heck of a lot better tonight than I did last night. You were... Tracy's like, I was choking on a dry-ass cupcake. Oh, Lord, Tracy. Tracy was... Poor Tracy. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be laughing. I don't want you to choke. It's just all of a sudden you popped up. I was choking on a dry ass cupcake. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's horrible. Yes. We have to make sure to watch Candace and Skip. I don't trust either one of them. I love them, but I don't trust them. They're going to be in the DMs giving each other answers and stuff. Watch. Watch my word. Alright guys, well I'm going to go. I'm going to end this stream. But I will talk to y'all later. Please like the live. Please leave comments because apparently I need that kind of stuff for, stuff too. And I will see y'all Thursday. We will do the stream. We will do 90s trivia. I'm going to be working on the questions tomorrow. Just all I'm going to tell y'all is this. Okay? You better know your rap and hip hop in the 90s. That's all I'm going to say. You better know your rap and hip hop. Alright. I love you guys. Peace out, babies.